Good morning. Here in Leeds, it's 9:45. Um, what has really been annoying me lately has been the fact that I recently bought a PS3. Prior to that, I purchased a MacBook Pro. Um, Prior to that, I bought a Wii. Um, and the list is endless. It's seems every payday there's a new commodity that's coming to play. But what's really pissed me off is that after you get over the initial excitement of getting the actual device, like my iPhone, I got an iPhone 4. Um, you get after that initial excitement, it just pisses you off. It ends up pissing you off. Like I got my friend had a PS3 and he had Love Film on it. So it's like, all right, that looks really good. You know, it just seemed like you can watch whatever you want whenever you want. If you like films, there's films at your fingertips. You pulled up like Mesrine and Part One and Two, and just looked wicked. I was like, no way, you can watch that now. And there's like over 5,000 titles. And I got on so I was like, so I bought PS3, got on there, tried it out, got Love Film, subscribed and all that, and it must have been um, I must have been on it for like no word of a lie about 45 minutes looking at what I would possibly want. Then I'd start watching a film like any given Sunday, and I was like, no, this is boring, this is shite. Stop it, and then go back, and then try and watch something else like The Orphanage, and this is not scary. Stop it, start something else, and I never got through a whole film because is it partly because I've got all this choice, or partly because the selection they've got is shit? So I've got a couple of things sent through the post, and I was looking at stuff and I was like, what do I really want to watch? What haven't I watched? I was like, I'll get The Seventh Seal by Ingmar Bergman. I heard of the guy when he died, and he was like, oh no, you haven't seen that? Like, what are you doing? You know. So I've got it, and I've sort of done the I've basically done the fatal error of reading up about the film before I've watched it, and it just seems really boring. And I've got it there, and I don't want to watch it, but I've got it out, and I might as well. And I've got a bit of spare time on my hand because I've got a bad leg, and I'm off work. But then I'm thinking, no, you know what I mean, and it just doesn't do it for me anymore. So, so I'm just thinking to myself, I just bought all of this shit like a PS3, um, predominantly for Love Film, but also because I got hooked by that Modern Warfare 3 advertising, which is a load of shite. But played it and I've finished it in a weekend, and I'm not even computer savvy. I'm not even a video gamer. Well, I haven't been since I was a kid, and I clocked it in a weekend. So that tells you that it's shit, and there's people just like, oh no, it's brilliant, play online, and there's these like kids with these things going, yeah, you got merts, and I just it's just really alienating because you can't you can't get near them. They're just like bloody ghosts, man. They fly about the place and just zap you. I'm not going to dedicate all my time to getting onto such a level where I can compete with 12-year-olds at computer games. So I'm thinking that I should get rid of it because the Wii, I got that on a weekend. Played tennis. We done the Wii Sports, and that was it. Hasn't gone out. It's gathering dust. It's shite. Um, but arguably better, the best one out there because it brings people together. So it just when I was a kid, you got a Super NES, and then basically you played a NES. Mate had a NES, played that. It's like, oh, wicked computers and that, and you just whine away the hours, just sat in front of the NES, like playing Duck Hunt or Zelda or whatever it was. And then the Super NES came out with Street Fighter 2, which was the creme de la creme. If you got one of them, you were kissing some serious arse and doing some major chores to get that for Christmas. Now, I didn't get one myself, but my pal did. Um, and we went to the NEC, and he was kissing his dad's arse the whole day. He was making a massive, fair play to him, he was making a massive beeline for this. It was about a 9, or when it came out, it was like 9 or 8 or something. And like he was like, you go to the show of your best pal, a computer game show. He was just hanging on his dad's trouser leg, just like, yeah, just kissing his ass the whole day, and it worked because he got the Super NES, and it was 210 quid when it came out. The Super NES was just Street Fighter and one controller, so he had to buy another controller. So it's like 230 quid or something that they spent. And this was back in the 90s, so 230 quid back in the 90s. It's about, what, 400 by today's money. It's a lot of money. So he got that, and then I remember playing that, and that was awesome. I mean, you got some serious time out of that. Like, that had about a year and a half. It's still got lifespan to this day. You play that, and you're like, oh, wicked. But computer games today, they're too complicated. They're too involving. They're too, like, you don't have anything like that, I don't think. So, and nothing's as good as that era. You know, you start to get old because you start bloody reminiscing about the good old days. But that era, the 90s, for stuff like, for commodities, like computer games, trainers, that sort of stuff, I think was the best, because you had CDs and all that, and everyone's got CDs now. Don't throw them away. So yeah, so I'm pissed off, really. Pissed off the fact that I've spent all this dough on all this shit, and I don't even use it. I can't even connect this Mac via an Ethernet cable to my. I can't connect it to the internet via an Ethernet cable without having to go upstairs, turn it off, turn it on again, come down, do the network diagnosis. It's just a ball ache. So yeah, I've been up the stairs now about 10 times to turn it off and on again, and come back down, and reconnect it, and then so I'm reaching the end of my tether, so I'm just going to get the other one out, which is like fucking well cheaper. So yeah, so I'm going to have a go at that.